Sunrise in Sin City contains mature themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The TableTalk Crew presents Sunrise in Sin City, a custom chronicle for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, written by Alejo. Starring Aiden as Davis Ford.
And much to my shame, I started off by using guns. While the beast inside me was fighting against the usage of these toys.
Boo as Adam Collier.
I'd like to ask him, as I'm walking and kind of observing people, I'd like to ask him if he wants to be, sent on his way. If he wants to stick around.
You're having the conversation. I see. Brogan as Nikolas Stoyanov.
I am looking. I do not know for what, but I look. I want to help, but no, I cannot just help. Individuals want to help. And I just sort of gesture vaguely to the entire camp. Just want to help.
And your storyteller for the evening is Alejo. Welcome to Sin City. All right, so
happy Saturday.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, let's. I need to do a little housekeeping first off. So, something that we've been doing wrong.
Experience.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Experiences. It's whatever we want it to be. But
Cool, because I don't know how much I have.
you had, so you've earned a total, all of you have earned, except for Aiden, you have more, but all of you have totally earned 9 experience overall. I went back and checked through. If you've spent any, then you spent some to, and so you won't have a total of 9.
Cool, I haven't spent any. Good.
Okay. And I think, Aiden, you're at 12 now because of the 3 for Davis that you got last time.
Okay.
I'm going to be keeping, and whatever else you spent, right? I'm going to be keeping track at least of earnings. I'll try to keep track of spending as well when I remember to. The other thing is when you do rerolls, when you do when you do rerolls for willpower, you cannot reroll hunger die.
Oh.
Because you can't influence the
Fine.
beast,
God.
That's
Ooh,
fair.
I like that. I like
Right?
that a lot.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that we'll be doing from now on.
Okay.
Thankfully I have, you know how DM screens are really handy? Because they have all this information right at your fingertips. Yeah, I should be using mine more because it has all this information right on it that I kept looking through the book for. So hopefully things will be a little bit more quick in some of these things. Another thing, since I was going back through all of the videos just to count up experience totals, since Boo had asked me to before, and this has been beneficial at least for everybody. Adam and Nikolas actually had left separately at the time, but if you do still want to go on the walk together like you were talking about last time we were talking, you can. I just want to make sure that the intention seemed to be, at least for Adam, to go out and hunt some bad people, and Nikolas wanted to go out and just walk aimlessly.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, because Nikolas just wanted to get away from
Gale.
And that's right.
All of that.
Because I think it was that everyone else was leaving, and Nikolas was not about to sit at home alone with Gale.
Yes, exactly. That
You
was
coward.
That was a whole thing. And of course, Davis, you're off doing your thing at this point in time. So it might be a little bit less Davis time this time around.
That is totally fine.
Another thing, I found a raccoon mini. So there is a raccoon mini right there for you. That you can rename at your convenience. I did some digging through and found a bunch of minis and such. And another thing, I've got a bunch of maps from that same map maker that I subscribed to their Patreon. It's TC Modern. TC Modern. And so I have a bunch more maps for that, thankfully. So
it looks a bit more like a badger.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I was looking at it from the side.
Exactly.
Profile.
Yeah. Once you actually look at it head on.
The width of the face.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, I have a bunch more things. I also have ravens as well because there's no crow minis that I could find. So we'll use those in substitutes.
One of those raven minis.
Yes,
for me?
absolutely. Give me a moment to find it. But yes, so that's something. I have a bunch of other animals as well, in case they become necessary. Here, I'll give you this little guy right here.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. They're back at home for you, so you can rename them as you wish when you find names for them. Okay. Oh, and let me make him smaller because he is technically.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this is It's technically a crow.
Aiden, are you aiming to get like a flock of crows or just some?
They're called a murder.
Oh, true. Right. Are you aiming to get a murder?
We did plenty last time.
Probably just some.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, like, if you got like a full murder, our house is gonna wind up looking like something out of the fucking Birds.
Yeah, really.
So my way of thinking is, like, Davis knows other vampires can control animals, right?
Yeah.
And like plumb those animals for information.
Yeah.
If I have only a few crows who know about me at all, it's better.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and I think let's bring it in with a nice little quote, an easy and obvious little quote that really fits in line with what happened the other day, or really this same night, because it is still the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
It's the September. So a classic quote, you'll recognize it immediately, probably. Just remember, here we go. He who fights with monsters might take care, lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze for long into an abyss, the abyss gazes also into you.
Ah, yes,
Nietzsche.
Albert Einstein.
Nietzsche.
Albert Einstein.
Yes, Albert Einstein. Yeah, that's Nietzsche. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. But yes, so
I love the art of war.
So,
didn't he write Lord of the Rings?
No, he wrote Star Trek.
Very true. Okay, so
don't you know that Captain Luke Picard is an allegory for Sun Wukong?
I actually did finally download Monkey with Stick game.
Hey, good. Very good.
How is it?
I haven't even played it yet. I downloaded it last night. Yeah.
Really quick, Alejo.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing in my notebook that I had 9 experience, not 12.
You got 3 from last session.
Oh, that's okay.
The 9 was the overall for what you have earned total. I don't know. I don't think you've spent any on.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah. Okay. So, hell, while this is happening as well, if you want to look at because it's in our pinned in the group chat, and I should really put it here as well. But the experience table there to figure out if you want to spend any or if you want to keep saving it. That's fine.
Did we not pin that?
We pinned it in the group chat. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah. It's the first pin.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, Adam and Nikolas, you have left. Are you still thinking about going together, or are you going separately?
I think we're going separately. If Adam was going to hunt, I don't think he would have brought Nikolas along with him.
Yeah, because I know that Nikolas is all about, I don't want to I can't feed without consent.
That's also
I
true.
am getting hungry. I might.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hookah bar nearby, right? That was
Yes,
part of our.
that is part of
thing?
your territory.
We haven't been there yet.
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah,
Smoke
do I
and
work today?
Mirrors. So today was your off day because it was Labor Day, if I remember right. So the evening is yours and it is free.
I've never put thought into how Nikolas gets a willing Kool-Aid packet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't feed off Gale, can I?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, I can. Okay, so ghouls can still be fed off.
Yeah. It's just one of those things of, you don't want to necessarily do it too much because they are also there to be used, and if they're missing a lot of blood, it makes them a little less useful.
I feel a little woozy, man.
So that's why you got to make a lot of them and have your own personal herd.
Which then becomes, you have to make sure...
That's literally what it's called.
That's literally what it's called, a herd.
That's wild.
That's
and moving herds.
But that also means, though, that you have to give each of them blood every so often just so that they can continue being a ghoul. So, which would then make you more hungry, which then could, it's a whole feedback thing. So you got to be smart with it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's like a necromancer having to spend all of his fucking spell slots every day to just maintain his one goddamn useless skeleton.
That's right. So, do you want to go over to the hookah bar, or what are you thinking?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. 'Cause I'm at 2 hunger, so it's not like
it's not the end of the
worst
world.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I can only get it down to 1.
Yes.
But especially now that affects how many dice I can't reroll, right? That's a big deal.
Yes.
Like 1 extra rerollable dice is not bad, but go with Boo first. Let me put some thought into where Nikolas is at and what he's after
Absolutely.
right
Okay, so
Really quick, Alejo, what is our blood potency?
you are all at blood potency 1.
Thank you.
Yep. So Adam, you were going out on a hunt. Why don't you first give me so
Oh right, I should probably get my dice, huh?
it would be good. Or you can use the stuff here, either way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, if you want to. So why don't you? So what you're looking for people that are pretty mean, having a bad days.
I'm looking for bad people.
Yeah. Why don't you give me? Let's go with intelligence and streetwise.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will give you an extra die because of the haven. The haven itself, your haven, or not haven, but your territory, your group coterie thing, having that the territorial
familiarity
thing.
Wow.
You got 3 successes.
Let me do one
Okay.
more.
That's a superficial damage to your willpower.
Willpower.
Okay, 4.
Okay. 4. That's fine.
Second thing that I completely forgot about last time around, but it is good to remember every session. If you have a personal ambition for this night,
that's right.
For this session,
right?
Think about that. Send it to me, and if you complete that, you will get a point of willpower back.
Now that can heal aggravated willpower damage, right? Gotcha. Because we always get superficial back, but aggravated can only be gotten back from healing whatever.
Exactly.
Like, an ambition.
Yes,
okay.
yes. And I think you get it's your number of resolve for superficial.
Yes, it's a heal.
Yeah. So if you are down on your superficial willpower, heal back your resolve at the moment as well.
And if you I have 4 willpower. If I take 4 superficial and then take a 5th superficial, that starts becoming aggravated, right?
Yes, exactly.
And then, do I get the other 3 back, or would each further superficial also be aggravated?
Every time you were to take another superficial and you are out of superficial, it becomes aggravated.
Gotcha. So you've effectively got 8 super. Like if I have 4 willpower, I could take 8 superficial hits or 4 aggravated.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And really quick, because this is still technically the same night as our big long conversation with Gale, I do believe I spent some willpower to make sure some of those talking checks went over. Am I still healing my superficial or what?
Yes, I believe, if I am correct in this, you get it back every session for resolve, potentially, but if that is incorrect, we'll fix it next time, but at least that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So then you will just have the one superficial that you take this time around because of that reroll.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
And really, you know, I would like the ghost man to come along with me that way.
Yeah.
Fucking
Daigo will absolutely come with you.
Yeah.
All right.
While I'm let's see here. I don't really know my thing tonight at the moment. Maybe I'll think of one, or maybe I won't.
That's fine.
I'd like to ask him as I'm walking and kind of observing people.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask him if he wants to be, sent on his way. If he wants to stick around.
You're having the conversation. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, now I would love for you to give me a intelligence and insight, please.
Okay. I've only got one insight. Yikes. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Very good. 3.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right. Yeah, I think that's enough. So you ask him the question through your Google Translate. And you see that as you're going through, he pauses as he's floating beside you. And in that pause, even through his incredibly destroyed body and face, you see that there's now a moment where he does recognize something. Now that you've said that, and it's confusion.
Ooh.
And he now is, and he says, what do you mean move on?
Oh dear God.
None of you have ever had this conversation with him.
Oh no,
he has not like this whole time. He has no idea.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
So now you've initiated this conversation.
Yep. Let's see here. Well, okay. So then, let's see. How do I even? Okay. So I will. I'll turn to him and have that moment of realization, like, oh shit.
Yep.
Kind of put a hand on the side of my forehead, like, oh no. And then I'll pause and I'll be like, okay, so I will say, okay, so put your hand out, please.
Okay. He does.
And then
he puts out the hand that is like blown apart basically, but it like gums forward, and so
yes,
it doesn't look like his hand's out much, but he's definitely moved that shoulder and such,
Yes. So then I would like to I'll extend my hand and so that it basically overlaps with his, and I'll move it up and down like through his hand and just repeatedly pass through his ghostly limb.
Yep. Hang on.
And I'll just be like, I'm sorry, you've passed on.
So you're doing that and going through his hand, and his eyes widen as he's watching you do it. You're seeing fear now, growing in his expression. Yeah, he's like, and he's shaking his head. starting to mumble a bit to himself. You can't really catch it, and your phone doesn't really catch it.
Can I use manipulation persuasion to try to calm him down?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's 7 dice, my guy.
Now, so yeah. What are you saying to him basically?
Okay. Damn, I just wanted to say, can I use the skill?
Well, but I need at least a general idea of how you're doing it for sure.
Yes. Let's see here. How do I want to convince a dead man
that it's okay?
Yeah, right.
It's all natural.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Well, because how you say this depends on, or is going to make it so that I can choose the difficulty here that you're going to be going against.
So let's see. I think I would start off by saying, okay, calm down for the moment. Calm down for a time. I think you've been given a gift in that you're still here for the moment and you have your choice whether to move on or not. I know it's very scary, but think of this as a way to settle anything you may want to do. If there's anything else that you would like to do, or if you just want to stay, you can remain if you want. I'm just offering because I was under the impression that you knew.
Okay. Please roll.
Okay. Forgot I needed. God, fuck. First, I wanted to just say I used the skill. Now I gotta roll dice after role playing. This is bullshit. Okay. 5
successes.
Yeah.
It's very good. Okay. It's very good. I need to. That. Okay. So. It's very lucky for you because I actually had put it at 4.
Hey.
Yeah. So you're saying this to him, and like it's strange to watch something that is clearly without any sort of internal organs or anything hyperventilate for a little while. The blood and everything, the viscera is moving like very fast, and his chest, even compressed, is moving like sideways slightly and like diagonally away as he's definitely like hyperventilating. And as you kind of finish what you're saying, he starts to calm a little bit. He's like nodding. He's getting himself in the moment, really.
I successfully gassed up a ghost.
Yeah, at least for the moment, he's like, and now you can see he seems like a little more real to you in a way, right? Which you see some of the droplets of blood now start to like fall here and there of the viscera and everything. As he becomes a little bit more. Oh my god!
Did we lose Aiden?
Oh yeah, I think he accidentally did a thing. But yeah. So, there you go.
Apologies. I was checking pinned messages and misclicked.
Yes, happens. So he's absolutely like he's definitely more present now. And it's just he's nodding, and he says, I'm not sure I understand fully, but I am here.
Do you and you know what, while we're doing this, I think we have probably just been I think we were walking for a little bit, and then at this point, like once the whole like, oh god, he doesn't know he's dead, I probably stopped.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, I'm gonna like look around just for like a place to sit.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of places. Obviously you probably don't want to sit at the bus station or whatever.
Yeah, no, just like a spiky bench.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably a bench or something that you can go and take a seat on.
Yeah. So we'll just like sit down and beckon him to either float or a ghostly sit if he wants.
He comes with you. He He does sit at the bench.
Yeah. And so I'll ask, what is the last thing you remember?
Okay. He looks down for a moment, and you give me wits occult. Or
okay.
Yeah, wits occult.
Ooh, that's only 3. Yike.
Whose character sitting on a bench with a ghost?
Yeah.
The Ghost Whisperer.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, really.
2 out of 3.
Two is pretty good. Okay, so you feel like
God damn it.
That Keanu.
Oh yeah. I'll grab that for later. But so you feel this pull from that strange connection that you now have, and you can feel the emotions that he's feeling as he's remembering. He feels like intense fear. You also can kind of like, you start to hear the sounds of rainfall, even though it's not raining, and you hear the screeching of a car's tires. And you see, like, it's weird for a moment that he seems to light up slightly, as if bathed in headlights.
Ooh, that's spooky.
And then he shakes his head, and you just see him before you, like he just says fear. Yeah.
Do you... I'm sorry to dig so deeply into this, but this will be the last question about that. When, after that fear, is it fear, light, and then now? Or was there anything else after?
Oh, interesting. I can only remember now. After.
Okay. Well, from your clothing and some of your mannerisms and your reaction to, and I kind of gesture to just everything around me, make a circle in the air with my finger. You were from around the 1920s, correct? Somewhere around there?
He nods.
So you're the man out of time, and this won't be nice to hear, but if you had any close aged family, they've probably moved on as well, and so I wanted to offer you the chance to join them if you wanted to. If you want to stay, that's completely fine. I just wanted to, give you the option. Because there are many others like you who are stuck. And I know people who can send you on your way if that's what you want. Or if you want to stay, if you enjoy being here with me and the others, then by all means.
Give me another manipulation persuasion, please.
Okay. I like using that roll. If only it was a manipulation subterfuge. If only
you were lying.
We didn't all make the same goddamn character again.
4 successes. Okay. So, do you wish to reroll those 3, or what are you thinking?
I think that this is a bit of an easier roll because it's me just effectively offering something to him.
Sure.
So I think 4 will probably be enough.
Okay. So so when you say that those who were closest to him have probably moved on as well, you can feel that fear again. You can see it, and but there's also that deep feeling of sadness, right?
Yeah.
You can see there's a lot, like, he's processing through these emotions, grieving now, for sure. But you do also see that kind of bit of comfort that you are at least giving him as he's, you're offering this kind of stuff. And he says, I need to think.
Okay.
Do you mind if I leave for a while?
Certainly. I think we're not too far from the house, so you could absolutely just head back there if you'd like, or you could take a walk.
He nods, and he gets up and starts moving.
Afloat.
Well, he's walking and sitting now. I figured I'd treat him more like a human rather than a ghost.
That's fair.
Hey, chin up, Japanese ghost man. Assuredly, everyone you've ever loved is dead as well, so...
Yeah, exactly.
You have something in common with them now.
Yeah.
What are you doing sticking around?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Go, get out of here.
Shoo. So he starts to float away.
Ghosts are supposed to be good at this.
He starts to float away. And you are left alone on the bench. You can still feel that he is around somewhere, but you don't like he's not with you at the moment.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, well, I'll stand up, crack my knuckles, crack my neck. And I'll, put my hands in my pockets and get to walking through a busy section of the area.
For sure.
So I think I'll go around here and make my way to the shopping center.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you're doing that. Nikolas, while this is happening, have you figured out what you're doing?
With it being Labor Day, is the casino like completely closed or just like lower staffed because of the holiday?
You were given this day off at least.
Okay.
So it's still probably lower staff at least.
Imagining they're a general manager.
Yeah.
Adrian would likely be there today, right?
More than likely.
I would like to go try to find Adrian.
Okay. You're gonna head to the MGM, the Grand. All right.
The Grand.
Absolutely.
So we gotta walk because Aiden's got the car. Or
no, he took the bus. He took the bus.
Oh, he took the bus. Oh, okay.
He did take the bus.
Was the car is here?
The car is here.
Does Nikolas know how to drive? There's a vehicle skill, right?
Yes, there is a drive skill. Yes.
Drive. Okay, yes, 0 points.
I mean, it's more for it's the same as like Call of Cthulhu. You know how to drive, but if you want to do anything special,
but I don't think Nikolas has ever owned a car.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's fine.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. No. If you don't want to drive, if you don't want to know how to drive, go for it.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay. You can take the bus. You do have some.
I think I would take the
change.
bus to the Grand.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten my first paycheck yet. I think it's only been like 3 days of work so far, right?
You've only worked.
I thought
one
you've been
night.
streaming for years, dude.
You've only worked the one night. You haven't it's been like 1 day since everything had happened. Yeah.
Damn, real life getting confused and time passing.
I know. You guys have existed in this campaign for 4 days total.
Yep. It's kind of like how our 4-year campaign of fucking Dungeons and Dragons was only like 3 months or so.
Exactly.
Sounds about right.
Okay. But yes, so you can take the bus for sure and get over to the strip. That means we get a lovely little music change, hey?
Let's go.
That's crazy.
Let's go gambling.
Look at that. Whoa, that's crazy. Where's
also,
my fucking...
Alejo, really quick, something I'm going to send you privately. Yeah. There was a video that I found on YouTube that it just popped up in my recommended. I don't know why, because I've never actually looked into it, but it was interesting. Okay. It was from, I don't remember what it was. It was like the Think Show or something like that. Sure. And it was like ways that Vegas hookers scam you.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm like, this is both interesting, but this would also be perfect for fucking Alejo to watch if we ever have like a Toreador or there's like a hooker. Sure. You could actually use real world scam techniques if you want.
Sure. Yeah, send that to me. I'll look into it.
Flashbacks, PTSD.
That being said, you take the bus and you find yourself back at the strip. You make your way towards the Grand, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am specifically looking for my general manager, who Adrian was the one who got me the job, right?
He's the one who hired you, yes.
He was the kindred that I met.
No, so the kindred that you met, I believe his name is, let's see, Carl Whitaker.
This isn't Casino Park.
Okay,
so it was
Carl was the contact that Adam knew.
Yes,
that
he's the pit boss.
He was the pit
that
boss.
Basically,
that then vouched for you to get into, and then Adrian is the one who hired you on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Adrian was not the kindred.
That
I know of.
You don't know. You didn't really, but he had a lot of rhetoric that you may or may not associate with him. It depends on.
Okay, but the guy I actually spent the most time with giving me the tour of everything, that was Carl.
That was Carl, yes.
Then that is who I'm looking for.
Okay. All right. So
he's like the only actual kindred I know outside of these two schmucks.
That is fair. He is the confirmed one. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you head into the Grand. Oh, well, there goes that die.
Goodbye.
Okay, there he goes.
Die.
There we go. So you walk in. There are definitely loads of people here since it's an off day for a lot of people. They came to gamble.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's pretty packed. Why don't you give me a wits awareness? See how fast you locate them.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
That's 6 dice and 2 hungries.
All right.
Just gonna go.
Yeah, for sure.
Boop, boop, boop. Mike, hello? Copy? Okay.
What are you doing?
Can you duplicate? I thought it was copy paste.
Yeah, you can.
You can do both.
I can't copy these for some reason.
I got you.
There we go. That was weird. Oh, maybe it's only an owner thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Admin.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
2
My God.
successes. Okay.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, for sure. So you're pushing through the crowd here and there. You make your way kind of more towards the tables and such, in order to maybe find him on his route. And where is my? There it is. You're looking for him for a little bit, and then eventually somebody says, "Mr. Nikolas?"
And I'll sort of like freeze for a second and try to figure out, like, look for who's talking to me.
Yep. And you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you see Robert Campbell. Do you remember who that is?
I don't know.
He was the other guy who was sitting at the desk that was next to, or not next to, but in the same.
He was sort of a meek guy.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like he was intimidated by Adrian's like presence, right?
Yes, for sure. He was in the same office as Adrian.
He seemed like a secretary, kind of.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Sorry, you said it was Robert Whitaker. Robert, what was his name?
Campbell.
I'm writing it down now. Campbell. Okay,
yeah.
There we go. Adding it to my notes section.
Yes, good idea. So he's a smaller guy, and I forget how I described him, but he is there.
He's a suit.
A little bit, yeah. He's in a suit. He is in a suit. It's not as extravagant as Adrian's, for sure, but it is nicer, for sure.
Okay. Robert. Yes. Hello.
What are you doing at work today? You have the night off.
I'm looking for Carl. He's here. Yes.
Yes. You.
I had questions for Carl. I do not have phone number. Figured
I see.
Maybe it will not be long.
Well, Carl is in the process of working, so if you really need him, you would have to wait until he's on his break or he's done with the evening.
I can wait. Yes. Do you know when break or if he could step away for a moment?
Why don't you give me a intelligence insight while you're talking to Robert.
Okay, 4. God, these smaller rolls are a lot scarier with hunger die.
Yep. Okay, 2 successes.
Is that not?
Yeah.
What is this?
That's
okay. It's a 5. Gotcha.
Yeah. So 2 successes. He's not trying to hide it. Your suggestion that another employee should stop working just to talk to you for something is definitely annoying him.
Valid.
And he says, he gets his allotted break the same time that you would get your allotted break, so potentially somewhere around half his shift. Yeah, you would have to be waiting for a few hours.
Okay, I come back. Can you tell Carl that I would like to talk to him on break?
I'll pass the message on.
Thank you, Robert. I will come back in hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'll awkwardly like rub my arm and like shuffle back out towards the entrance.
Yep, for sure.
Do the anime pro tag, finger point.
Like,
okay, I guess I'll leave.
Yeah, so you make your way out towards the entrance again. What are you gonna be doing?
Oh, my lost puppy Nikolas. God, I'm trying to decide how much he hates himself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it. Yeah.
I think out of just that morbid curiosity, that morbid reminder, he's gonna make his way to the sketchier parts of the strip, right near the southern edge of the strip. Yeah. That's where the cheaper casinos are. Yeah. He's gonna see if there's signs of tent cities or homeless populace or anything of the like.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know what? This is something that you're pretty familiar with. Give me streetwise and intelligence. Or wits, actually, wits.
Ooh, streetwise wits, that's another 6.
Yeah.
Big dice.
Big rolls.
2
successes. You could spend a willpower or a superficial to reroll those 2.
He's not like looking for this stuff, but he's like purposefully walking in the direction where he's more likely to run into it.
Yeah,
kind of deal. It's very self-destructive.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Well, I get to pull out something that I had prepared that I didn't realize I would need sooner.
Oh, that makes me sad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It really isn't. Just believe me, for sure. For sure.
I don't. Oh
so
my.
Untrusting.
Yeah, so interesting.
Oh no.
So interesting.
I was kidding about the tent city.
So interesting. My God.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't you trust that everything you would find anything that you ask for?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, just the other day, I walked onto the sidewalk and was like, man, I sure wish I could have $1 million, and Alejo just spawned it.
It's crazy.
It's
it does happen, yeah.
He should be God. Let's be honest.
I'm looking for a Mercedes with the keys
Monty
in
Hall.
Oh, don't worry. You're not wrong about that.
Okay, so as you're walking through, you see you're going down to this shadier part, and you find that there is more of kind of an underpass that you can find, and it's a little ways away, and you're kind of seeing it from the strip, and then you do see these colorful kind of tents and such that are down under the underpass. I assume you then approach.
I think he's gonna watch from a distance for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like not conspicuously. He's not just gonna like stand there watching them like a goddamn zoo.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and you know you know the life, so you know what's respectful at least to look, how to look respectfully. Excuse me. And
it's to walk up with a 20 in your hand and a phone pointed at both of you. It's like, I'm about to give this homeless man $20.
Right, exactly.
Bye.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Stick for the end of the video to see what he spends it on.
Exactly. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. I know. Anyway.
Plot twist, it's crack.
Hey! Anyway, so you're watching them. You see these people. They are moving about. You see that some are definitely, injured or at least sick, that are just moving about trying to keep warm here and there, standing at their barrel of fire, this little trash cans kind of things that they have lit up. You can see some of the like the lines that they have taken. Some might have, then they have generators just to get that electricity to make this little camp. It looks like, at least to you, why don't you give me another streetwise, but this time with intelligence.
Okay, so that's one less.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think about what Nikolas is wearing here, because he's not in his uniform.
No.
So he's probably wearing like one of Adam's sweaters or something.
Yeah, sure.
It's September. It's probably not like warm out.
I mean, you don't feel temperature.
You don't have to.
Oh, right.
You don't have to, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 successes. Okay. So looking at this camp, it occurs to you that this camp is quite lavish, actually, in terms of what it can get, like the power and such. And it seems like it's been here for a while. What that means, you might make of as you will, but it seems like at least this has been allowed here.
Interesting. And have I ever seen anything like this, a sanctioned tent city before?
That's up to you. Do you think he would have?
I really don't think, at the very least, he's never been part of one.
Okay.
Like,
But you might have heard of some of these, potentially?
Maybe. Yeah, especially if this is
whispers.
like a little bit off the strip.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's possible he never stumbled upon it.
Yeah. Why would you ever have gone to the strip, right?
No.
But I mean, the vaguest of whispers of there are places where people are allowed to gather and remain, for whatever reason. There's whispers of them doing favors and jobs for people, potentially, stuff to allow them to be there.
I think Nikolas, maybe even against his better judgment, is almost drawn to this in a fucked up nostalgic kind of way.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's gonna slowly wander his way in and maybe walk towards this guy with the barrel.
Okay.
And look at him saying, it is chilly. Yes, may I warm?
Yeah, absolutely. So you do so. Love it. And you know what? This is not appropriate music for this.
I was gonna say this is a little bit weird music.
Yeah. Well, now that you've left,
and we
right? Now that you've left,
God.
now that you've left the strip, the main strip, I feel like we should just have. Let's go with. Yeah, we'll go with. Oh, I know the one. Yeah, that one. We'll go with this one. It's a lovely little number.
Glacier.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
So
get like ominous vibes. I like it.
a little bit, yeah, right?
Very vampire.
Thank you. I've been taking music as from vibes alone.
Hell yeah.
So you come up to this man. He's in a bunch of tattered coats and such. He's bundled up a bit. It's still warm, but it's not the warmest out. September nights do get warm still, probably high 60s and such, but people around here are more used to certain temperatures during the day, right? You come up to him, and why don't you give me just a streetwise charisma, if you will, please.
Okay, it's also 5. I'm in my element.
You are.
What does that mean?
That's a bestial failure. So if you fail, it will be bad.
Okay.
But
I can't reroll that anyway, so I can only reroll 1, so there's no reason to.
Yeah, sure. So with 2 successes, yeah.
Ooh,
I think
the strings.
even with your current attire and everything, I think you're at least. So he looks over you. You can see his scruffy kind of face in the firelight. He kind of just nods. You know, he doesn't say anything. He just nods to you.
Okay. No, I'll hold my hands toward the fire, even though I can't feel it. But I've gone through the motions before.
Sure.
And after a few moments, I'll take a look around, just like the surrounding tents and the people here, and just sort of acknowledge the man, saying, "I have not seen this camp before. Is new. I leave for a while."
He kind of looks about and then looks back to you and says, "Not very new. No. We've been here for quite a while."
I see.
You left?
I had a friend give help. Just a little.
That's how you got
Been a
your new
while.
clothes.
Yes. Very lucky to have friend. Hoping to help others. But easier to say than to do.
You give me wits.
I am lying a bit.
Yeah, give me wits insight first.
Winsight. Okay.
Yeah, winsight
5.
for sure.
Got that winsight.
Yeah. 1 success.
Golly.
You could re-roll those 3 for a
I am gonna
superficial.
re-roll these 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Three failed normals.
All right.
That's a rolling.
We don't take those.
Okay.
All right.
2
Choose better.
successes.
Take the artificial.
What you see, superficial.
That's one.
Artificial.
That's one.
no, it does
It's
exist.
synthetic damage.
So what you see is him eyeing your clothing.
Mhm.
That's kind of all you get from that.
fair.
And he says, "If you want to help, I'd like that sweater."
My fucking clan bane. Fuck my effective empathy. Because if I don't give this man my sweater, I take a -2 to all rolls for the rest of the scene.
And you've enabled this conversation with your words.
Yeah, I did. Like all I've got is this and like a t-shirt under it, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just that sweater, really. That's the only warmth that you have, quote unquote.
You said he's got like multiple coats?
They're ratty and tattered, and you can see that, I mean, they're not great.
Gotcha.
Yep.
If I glance around to other people in the camp, are there eyes on us at all?
Oh,
Or do the
yeah.
other people...
Oh, you don't even
gosh.
need an awareness check for that. People have noticed you come in. They've clocked you, and now that you're having a conversation with this guy, and like he said it in a way that isn't like loud, but it can be heard.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I would like to give sweater, yes, but will you share with others? Give to them when they need it. I want to help everyone.
Okay, let me just give him a little roll. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. He looks you over again, and there's a slight shift in his posture. And he says, "Yeah, I will."
Then yeah, he'll look around to the other members of the camp, and yeah, he's gonna pull the sleeves through, take the sweater off over his shoulders, leaving him just in a t-shirt at night.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not gonna fold it nicely, but he'll fold it over a few times and hold it out to the man, saying, "Please do share. Everybody get cold."
So you watch him, like, actually, as you pull the sweater off entirely, you can see that he's like slightly surprised. that you did this. As he takes it, and then he sighs and hands it back, and he says, No, it's all you have. It's okay.
I don't even grab it back. I say, I do not feel cold like I used to.
Okay.
I could sleep naked out here and find sleep.
He looks at you and he gives you a quizzical look. And then just kind of says, Are you sure?
I am not sure of much these days. It is why I wonder why I find you here. I am looking. I do not know for what, but I look. I want to help, but no, I cannot just help. Individuals want to help. And I just sort of like gesture vaguely to the entire camp. Just want to help.
He nods along and he says, Okay. All right. And he kind of takes the sweater back and he does a very short whistle. And one of the other people comes over. You can see like a bedraggled woman who is in much worse shape with her clothing. Mm-hmm. And he hands the sweater over to her, and she takes it, gladly, and starts and puts it on, and kind of starts walking off.
God,
yeah,
there probably is.
Yeah, there probably is. You can probably hear, cats and such that are just around here and there.
The amount of houseless people who have like animals with them, it's hard to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And he comes over and he pats your shoulder. And he says, My name's Aaron.
Hello.
Raven of Airport.
Hello, Aaron. I am Nikolas.
It's good to, if you're looking for somewhere, something, and you're really willing to help people, you're welcome here.
And Nikolas is gonna pause for a moment, look around at the camp, and then really lock eyes with Aaron and just say, What do you need?
Yes. We'll leave that there for you for a second. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a great moment. Okay. I love it. Yes. Fantastic. So we come back over. We come back over to Adam. You're traipsing through the streets. You're on your way. Let me get the music back to something more suitable for your endeavors here.
My hunt.
Indeed. You know what? Let's go for. It's a different tone. It's a different tone.
A little bit. I'm gonna vomit.
I love it. The cold. So, you're making your way through. You're kind of going through the shopping center. You're trying to find some individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a wits awareness.
Okay. Wits awareness. Okay, that's 4. Come on, there you go. Oh,
Okay, 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes.
So, you're going past the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's later in the evening. The shops are starting to close down here and there. But the parking lot seems to be surprisingly active, at least at the moment. There's a few people who are around here. The cars, at least, that are outside of them, they're kind of parked closer to the edge of the parking lot, And And it seems like there's a few of them who are talking to each other, and some others that you notice that are keeping watch. So,
okay,
what would you like to do?
Oh, sorry, I paused there because I thought you were going to continue.
No. That's fine.
Okay. Well, then I would love to move a bit closer
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can't kind of get a better gauge on the situation. I would love to use Unseen Passage.
Okay. Roll a rouse check for your Unseen Passage. Single die.
So that's a single die,
yep.
Correct?
If you succeed, you do not get more hungry. You're good.
I do not get more hungry.
You do not get more hungry. You vanish from sight and start to approach.
Yes.
Yeah, you're completely silent as you walk up and you start to hear the conversation that's going on. The people are staring through you as they're watching the roads and everything. So do I have, now I just want to see if I have like a good map for this. Give me a moment. So imagine, if you will, there is this parking lot. You're kind of near to the edge of it. The cars are parked in such a way that they are taking up some spaces that are more of a wall, kind of, for the shopping center in general. You know, it's more to kind of gate it off from those kinds of prying eyes. And in, like, on the other side of the wall of cars, you see these there are three people who are talking. A couple of them have some briefcases. And you overhear the conversation of, look, man, I mean, I came to you in good faith, all right? I have the money here. Let's just swap. It'll all be fine. I'll get the goods, and I'll get them out of here, and you can go and impress your boss, all right? And the other one, they're kind of like, the one who is who just spoke, he's clean shaven, he's like about 5'7", he's blonde, he is like in a very casual kind of attire, but he's holding this briefcase, and give me an intelligence insight.
Okay. That is 5.
4 successes. Okay.
No, 5.
No,
1,
that's
2,
that's
3.
a 1.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. That's never good. But yes. So, but it's clear to you that he is nervous, very nervous. You can see him gripping the handle of of his briefcase, like, pretty tightly, and like re-gripping it, you know, flexing the muscle. You can also see that his hand is tapping his side, and you can kind of make out that there's a bulge that he's tapping. It just absent-mindedly.
So he's aroused. Got it.
Yeah, that's right. And so he's definitely like doing these things in a nervous, you know, comforting kind of way for himself. And the other guy, he's also like very nondescriptly dressed, just simple clothing, but he does seem to have that more of the authority in the situation, it seems, right? He's definitely, and you can see that he's got a meaner look to him, that he's just staring this guy down with. And the third man who's here is just kind of he seems to be behind slightly the man who's staring. They're both, you know, 5'6", 5'8", and they're, where's my thing? They are they are you can see hints of these more colorful neckerchiefs that are peeking out from under their clothes. For that, could you give me it would be intelligence and let's see. Streetwise, yeah. Intelligence streetwise, please.
Okay.
Three successes.
4 successes? I'm rolling fucking fire tonight.
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, for sure. You recognize the attire that is, even with this more subtle clothing and everything, the attire with that, specifically those neckerchiefs. These look to be and you notice more of them as you look through some of the other people. In fact, all of the other people. The only one who isn't wearing one is the man who's gripping his briefcase. You see that is the signifier of the gang, El Lobos.
Ah, okay. I was expecting the rattlesnakes because it's a bit more subtle, but okay.
You would know that the rattlesnakes are actually more flashy.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So, that is what you know, and the man who's staring him down, just shakes his head and then says, "You don't have to do this, man. Just give me everything that you have. We're gonna go our separate ways. Okay? It'll be fine. And then you're free." What do you do?
So, okay, if I'm aware of the, their colors and their style.
Yep.
What do I know about the El Lobos? Do I know, like, are they arms dealers, drug dealers? What do they do?
They are usually into drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of pushing. They do occasional other business, but the main thing that they do is drugs.
And what kind of drugs?
Whatever they can really get their hands on.
Okay, but like I would imagine, like typical stuff: cocaine, heroin.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest thing that they can get usually is cocaine, for sure.
Oh, okay. So not quite as hard as heroin.
Heroin's harder for them, but they do it still. They do push it for sure.
Okay. And so I take it that like looking at the Lobos, they don't. None of them are carrying a briefcase or like an agreed upon item for an exchange. I take it, at least not from what I can tell.
You don't see anything obvious at the moment.
Okay. And now, how close am I?
You can get as close as you want, really.
Oh no, I mean like currently.
Oh.
Currently, in order to hear, you would be pretty much like on their side of the wall of cars. I would say about 10 feet from them.
Okay. And looking at the guy, the buyer.
Yeah.
So he is dressed in like relatively normal clothes, and he's got the gun on him, and he's got like a full briefcase.
Yeah. Well, you don't know how full, but you definitely see a briefcase.
Oh, I mean like full size.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And let's see here. If I could see the the outline of a gun in the other guy, in the buyer's clothing, can I see the outline of guns in the Lobos people, or no?
Since you're so close, I would say yes. You do see outlines. One of them's behind in his waistband. That's the main guy. His side guy, you can see that you can see the bulge of like a holstered something that is under like a sweatshirt.
Okay. So something I would love to do is I would like to, while they're having their conversation and I'm just kind of nearby, can I tell... Okay, so this is going to take just a touch of build up questions.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
ask as many as you need.
In this parking lot area, is there much like gravel or anything, or is it pretty much just a clean asphalt?
Pretty clean.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So then looking under any of the cars, just like, I guess it is nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, does it appear from the way that the Lobos are arranged?
Yeah.
Does it appear as though they are standing near a car that they would then use to leave with? Or is this kind of just like a spot they've walked to?
Okay. Give me intelligence and streetwise.
Okay. That's another 6. Because basically, I'm just trying to identify the. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, it's only 3. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, well, here.
Oh,
is that fine? Okay.
Yeah, I would say so. I think.
You let it slip.
No. Like, I'm not gonna have you do one unnecessarily. It's just the detail of information is what you'll get in this.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out if they came here by car and if they intend to leave by car.
From what you can gather, it does seem like this is like some of these cars are belonging to them. Yes.
Okay.
Like they are nearby them, and they're kind of, some of them are idling, but their headlights are off and such.
Okay.
Let me also.
So then,
give me just a moment to spawn in. I found a parking lot that I can use. It's not perfect, but it is.
But it works.
It does help.
Yes. I like parking lots. They do help.
They do help. They are there and useful.
Yeah. This is where all my stealth game knowledge comes in.
That's true. All right. So imagine it's nighttime. Let's get
It is now nighttime. Now what?
All right. So let's say that it's kind of going on. This is fine. We'll go with this is happening here. Let me get a few peoples. It's a little different than I described, but that's okay. So, this is buyer. I
can rename him if you want.
Yeah, go for it. Go for buyer for that one.
Yep.
That is main guy that he's talking to. That is his side guy that is there.
Call him Muscle.
And then you've got one over here, one here, one over here, and that is it.
Okay.
So you would be probably somewhere here. Yeah, looking onto this scene.
Okay. So then, I've identified what I believe to be the El Lobos' cars, correct?
Yes. Here. We'll say that that's theirs. This one's idling. And that one.
Okay. Now, does it appear from like body language, tone, and all that? Does it appear as though this is about to blow up, or it is near its conclusion, or no?
With everything that you've gotten so far, I'm not going to tell you a definite. From what you've got, at least at this moment, he's very nervous. The buyer is. The other guy has given him what feels like an ultimatum. That's kind of where we're at this moment.
Okay, so then how fast can I move within my Cloak of Shadows or Unseen Passage or whatever it is?
It is a walk.
Okay, a walk.
Yes.
In order to then, what I would like to do,
In order
to not break it.
Yeah.
Yes. So then, what I would like to do is basically just kind of keep a side eye on the deal going on, sure. And then I would like to systematically move from car to car to car, draw my needle and quietly insert it into a number of wheels, and deflate their tires without like popping them.
Okay. Why don't you give me? It would be stealth, and I'll let you have your bonus die from this.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not shadowing. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it'd be stealth plus. Let's go with intelligence. Stealth plus intelligence.
Okay.
Just so that you can do it in a way that's not going to be noticed.
That's
3. Count. Yeah.
No, so if I'm mousing over it, this one says 1.
Yeah, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So you only have
okay,
2 successes.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to reroll.
Okay. Superficial low point damage.
Yep.
There we go. 4. Okay. Yeah, I think that you can. So you start to move. You get to this one, and you just. Yeah, little bits here and there. You get to this one, and the conversation keeps going. This guy's the buyer. He kind of like he takes a nervous like sidestep, and he says, "Come on, man. I have enough here for you for what I usually buy it for. I can't get you more. I just can't. All right? I'll get you more tomorrow. Okay? I absolutely I can do it. I can do it. I'll get it from the safe. And I'll come and bring it to you. And he's met with silence as this is happening, and you just.
Yep, I keep putting out the tires.
Yep. What else would you like to do?
Because the problem right now is the fact that they're all fairly armed.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah. So. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so hang on a second here. I got an idea. Let me think. Because it's harder to do a stealth scene when I have to envision everything that I do rather than having it pointed directly in front of me. Okay, so let me ask you this. I have a question for you in terms of like house rules and shit.
Sure.
So when we feed on people, they do the trance, correct?
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah. How long is that little while?
It's a few minutes.
Like a few minutes. Okay. Now, how would you feel about the question of like me choosing to say I want to knock this person out? How would you rule that? Would it still be like an attack roll to the head and I need to do sufficient damage? Or in this moment where I'm perfectly stealthed, could I essentially just say I knock the guy out? You're like, yeah, you knock him out.
So it would be, it's difficult to knock somebody out in general, right?
Indeed.
And I think you would need a sufficient amount of damage to do it.
Okay.
Because yes, you are able to at least wind up and such, without being seen, but it would break your stealth and everything, and it might not work out for you, right? It's that additional information that it's like, if you try to do it and it doesn't work out, well, then you're exposed,
Yes, exactly.
So it would be a roll and everything.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So then, and if I were to stoop down and pick up a rock and throw it, that would break my stealth, wouldn't it?
No. I would let you do that.
Okay. So then, here's my question.
Yeah.
If I were to stoop down, pick up a rock, and huck it as hard as I can into the glass of another car's windshield,
that would
or
break
window,
your stealth. That would.
Okay.
It would have to be like a small toss. It can't be.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is my plan, and
Yes.
maybe if you understand my plan, you can help me come up with something that would work for me.
For sure.
What I would love to do is somehow utilize my manipulation subterfuge here, and I would love to set off like a car alarm or some kind of alarm over here, and then begin to drink this man.
So it wouldn't be subterfuge because that is a social skill.
Okay, got it.
I would say, ooh,
right.
It depends on how you're trying to do it, because if you're just trying to do it by force, in a way, it would be more physical. If you're trying to do it with like technology, it would be the technology skill, right? Like, it's stuff that it really just depends on how you physically want to set off the alarm.
Yeah.
Because car alarms are something that you can set off for sure, but you would probably have to be physically near the other car to do it in your current manner of keeping in the cloak.
Okay. I'm sorry this is taking so long.
No,
I'm having to really think. Like, I'm saying that to Brogan and Aiden.
Oh.
Oh no, dude, I'm listening.
I'm wrapped in.
But yeah, no, like I'm here for it.
Okay. So then, is this guy? What direction is he looking in?
He's looking in this direction.
Okay. So would you say I would be able to just walk up behind him, slip an arm around him, and choke him out? You think?
You may attempt.
And that would be, I take it that'd be melee, or that'd be brawl shit, no?
Yes. Yep.
And I don't have any brawl.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to wait here.
Okay.
And I'm going to let this deal basically go through.
Okay, sure.
And then once the deal is going through, like once everything happens, I'm gonna let this happen, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you start watching. He walks forward. Okay. The buyer loses his nerve. Okay.
Okay.
So he starts walking forward and he says, "Listen." And as soon as he does, oh, idiot. He takes out his gun and tries to shoot. He's not experienced in this. Okay. And then probably enough of leeway to give him at least a dodge, because yeah. So you see the buyer shake, like, as he approaches, and just so clearly fumbles with his sidearm that the dealer says, "Gun!" and fucking dives out of the way as he draws it up and unsteadily shoots and gets a couple of shots into this car's window here. And that's probably a good place to leave you at the moment. So you start thinking about how you might enter this combat scenario between NPCs. So you take a moment and start thinking while we return to Nikolas.
Hello.
So back at the camp. My cat is just meowing through my door. My God.
This sounds like BioShock music, honestly.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. I love it.
Reminds me of that scene when you're fucking around with Tenenbaum and the Little Sisters.
Oh yeah. So he smiles widely at you. You could do a lot for us, actually. You said you have friends? Friends who can help you?
Yes, I can get you things.
Oh, yeah.
What do you need?
You wouldn't happen to have just a warm bed that we could, come and cycle through here and there?
I have no... The shelter's not mine, no, but I could get blankets or food.
Money?
You need money?
He looks around at the camp, looks back to you. Yeah. We always need money.
Yes, I suppose I could get you money.
Smiles wide.
Oh, gosh.
Great. Yeah. Hey, what's your name again?
Nikolas.
Nikolas. Oh, let me. Aaron walks up to you. You know, he's already done that. He's just kind of like taking your shoulder, and he's kind of walking you through, and he's just like, "Let me introduce you to everybody."
Oh no, I'm getting attached.
Oh, where's my
this is
pen?
Not good.
Fuck. Oh,
This
there's
is
my
not
pen.
Good.
Okay.
Oh.
So he walks up here to this guy who's just kind of sitting in his like little lawn chairs and stuff that he's got here. So here we go. There is you. He says this is this is Stefan. Stefan is a older man. He's also very gruff looking. He's bundled in a bunch of this mismatched ratty attire as well. Just kind of like nods up to you. He's a veteran. He unfortunately, you know, has been denied his benefits, so he's been able to keep us safe here.
You fought for the country.
Stefan says, "Yeah."
Thank you.
He nods as you're led kind of farther along. This is Rosa. So I keep giving them names. There we go. This is Rosa. She found herself here because she had a falling out with her family. They've kind of disowned her. She had some hard times with some drug abuse. But she's clean now. She's clean. And now she lives
here. Your family did not help you.
She shakes her head. No. They didn't want to deal with me.
I am sorry.
Thanks.
Family should always help. Family, at least. Trying.
She nods. If only everybody saw it that way. As you're led. Guy in the middle here, younger gentleman. This is Sydney. Sydney's a newcomer, actually. He unfortunately lost it big in the stock market. And then you know, he got divorced, and his wife took all of it, and now
you lost it all in Bitcoin. What a shame.
Right, exactly.
Crypto.
And now he's unfortunately he's here. But
how young is young?
You would guess probably around like mid-20s, maybe a little later than that. But yeah, now he's here with us. I mean, he's a very welcome addition. And Sydney just kind of, he's like, he nods at you and he says, yeah, I mean, I do what I can, you know? Try to steer these guys away from bad decisions, financially speaking. I got a little knowledge here and there from experience.
I am glad they have you to watch out for them. It is good to help each other.
Least I can do. Over here. You see, this is... There it is. This is Savannah. She's a former sex worker.
Nice.
She
An ex-worker, if you would.
Yes, indeed. Hey, good one. But this.
That's your one for the month.
Yep.
And So she escaped from California. She's been hitchhiking actually, and eventually made her way here. It's you can see that she's, you know, she's got some scarring here and there on her face, and other thing, and she's definitely like got a bit of a limp, but she kind of gives you a small smile, just, you know, doesn't really say much.
Savannah, you are passing through here, or this is now home?
Home.
Good. No one should be forced to run.
She nods. Continuing on. Just let me pick some names here.
You're good, you're
I
good.
do love that you worded it, she escaped from California.
Mm-hmm.
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 Like the whole fucking state is a goddamn.
This is Julio. Julio is he's a smaller man. You can see that he is very much what's the word? He's a little nice. He's a little more thin than everybody else. A little more malnourished, actually.
Like gaunt almost?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. You can see, you know, everybody's not looking great, but he's looking a little bit worse for wear than everybody else. He kind of holds up a hand and he kind of coughs to himself just to keep you back. And he says, Aaron says, Julio's been, he's been trying to, you know, get work here and there to help us out as much as possible. He's, you know, he's not, we try to keep him away from prying eyes. He's not exactly welcome here, unfortunately. And, you know, Julio's just kind of sitting there. He's drinking, a bit of water out of a very clearly, used bottle. Just trying to keep hydrated.
You are sick? You are coughing.
Yeah. It'll pass. I'm all right.
And I'll look to Aaron. Do you have no medicine?
We have been trying to get some. We are a little bit short, at least right now, to go and buy anything. But yeah, we're gonna get him some. Don't worry.
Okay. Yes.
Starts to move you. Finally to. This is Clark.
Superman, no.
He's down on his luck, man. This is Clark.
If Superman lost it on all of his money on currency, would he have lost it on cryptocurrency?
Nice.
Fuck. That one was like a tick. I had to vomit that joke out. It was not.
Yeah,
saying
no.
I understand. I still hate it all the same.
Me
yeah.
too. I'm not proud of it. That was like a fucking neurotic tick.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yep.
I understand. And you see Clark is, he's got his leg up. It's wrapped as best it can be, so it doesn't move as much. He just kind of waves. Clark went out and he was trying to do some work, and unfortunately he broke his leg. We were able to get him back here, but he's gonna be here for a little bit, unfortunately. So we're taking care of him as best we can.
I am glad to see you all support each other. You help one another.
Well, we're all we've got. We're a family.
Yes. Family is important.
He nods.
No matter. Yes. I want to help. I want to help you all.
Well, great. We'd love the help, and like I said, you're welcome here. Anytime you need to have a place just to sleep, or We'll give as much as we can spare.
You do not have to give me. No, I do not need.
We all need something.
I do not know what I need.
He just kind of smiles a little sadly at you, and he says, well, maybe you just need a home.
Maybe.
He kind of guides you back towards his spot. He finds another kind of like lawn chair, sets it up, and gets another one to set up for you. It's more of a folding chair. He kind of just gestures for you to sit with him.
Yeah, I will.
He says, "So tell me about yourself. I mean, what happened, man? I mean, we've all got our stories."
I am unimportant. I come here, look for work. I live on streets. Like I say, I meet good people, similar people. They help me, but I feel lost. Even with bed and roof for a few days, I don't feel safe, or I am not me anymore. I do not know where me went, but I keep hoping maybe I find him again.
He nods and he kind of sits forward in his chair a bit. He says, well, you're still there. I mean, you're in there. He kind of points to your like chest. You're right there. If you need some help with trying to find your place, we can help you with that. You could have a place here with us. You could be another of our family. And in return, it just, I mean, you said you have this friend that can help you. Maybe you could help us when we get work here and there. And obviously, you know, you would get your share of anything that is earned. And like I said, a place for you here.
And Nikolas is going to stand up out of his chair.
Yeah.
And sort of look at the camp, look back at Aaron, saying, I come back tomorrow. I will have food, medicine for Clark, and for Julio. I will help.
He's got a big grin. He says, that's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And because Nikolas is this delightfully socially awkward being, he's just going to sort of nod his head, turn, and walk. Just start walking home. He's not taking the bus or anything. He's walking the whatever, like 2 miles home.
Oh yeah, you're walking home straight off.
Oh, I'm walking.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fuck. Christ.
So,
yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm so worried about my bean, my little Nikolas.
He is a special little boy.
I don't know if the party knows this, but let me tell you, Nikolas has 2 points in larceny.
Yeah. Yeah. We love it.
Steal from the rich, baby.
Hell yeah. I love Vampire Robin Hood. Okay, so you start walking back to the apartment. While you're in transit, we'll move back over.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Adam.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, let me change the music entirely. The music is the music is not this. We want.
It's not sneaky anymore. Now it's shooty.
Indeed, and appropriately, it's called Bad Feeling.
Ooh.
So, gunfire has happened. Currently, we are in positions here and here and here.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, first of all, I think knowing that this guy is over here, I'm going to actually take a quick step up here and just get out of this little intersection here, because I don't want him to, like, run into me if he comes around this corner to take shots at the man.
Absolutely. So this guy comes up, this guy rounds the corner here, this guy turns, and this guy also does, and they fire. This might be short-lived.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, action economy.
Yeah. Okay. So you watch as
oh, time to change the music again.
Yep. You watch as the man is riddled with bullets.
Yes.
In front of you. If this was Call of Cthulhu, I would give you a sanity check.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just watch as they just light this guy up. He just falls to the ground. Fucking dead as a doornail. Bullets are all throughout his body. The dealer stands back up once the gunfire has stopped, and he just kind of you hear him mumble something, move over to the man as the other ones start to make their way to vehicles. He opens the briefcase. You can see there's a few bullet holes in it. And he tosses it as it is empty.
Ooh.
And you just hear him cursing. He's furious as he says, "We gotta go. Let's go." And they start to move towards cars.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to do anything in this moment?
So what I would love to do is, would I happen to have, like, I don't know if that's really what I need to do right now. So you know what? I think I'm just going to continue to watch. I'm just going to kind of... now, I'd never heard any names, correct?
You didn't hear any names throughout this so far. But you have descriptions.
Okay.
You have physical descriptions, basically, at the moment.
Okay, great.
And they get into cars. It's not been enough time for their tires to be fully out, so they aren't going to have, any trouble at least getting out of the parking lot at the moment. But
okay, so then...
Yeah. But they're going to be awful mad tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then here's what I'm going to do.
Sure.
I am going to watch the car that the dealer gets into.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to specifically watch for when I'm going to, like, ready myself to climb onto it.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I am going to climb on and, like, quickly pull myself up and onto the hood and, like put my fingers, you know how, like, the hood has that gap? Yeah, I'm going to put my fingers up underneath that gap, and I'm going to climb on once he turns on the engine.
Yeah, so that you mask the noise. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm just going to get on the hood and just ride.
Okay. Give me ooh. And you know what? I'll be kind.
Okay.
Strength plus stealth shadowing. So you get a bonus die from your shadowing.
Okay, so then that'll be a total of 6.
Okay.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
I think this falls into purview. Okay,
so only 2. I'm definitely re-rolling.
Okay. Ooh.
And we're gonna re-roll again.
Okay. taking a lot of willpower damage so far.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm making sure this worked. Oh, whoops.
Okay, 3 success. I think that's enough.
Okay.
I think you're okay.
Because I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just, and I'm not like trying to hold on as it's driving away. Yeah.
You're just trying.
I'm just trying to keep from sliding off.
Yeah. So you do so pretty easily. As they start to pull out of the parking lot. So you are gonna come over here because we're done with that parking lot. Don't worry about that anymore. So you are here with them.
I wasn't worried, but okay.
Good. Oh, good. Oh, fantastic. Great. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
still one of my favorite lines in that whole show. Don't worry, Pharaoh. I wasn't worried.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you are hanging on to their car. And they start to go a little fast out of this drive, out of this parking lot, and they start to make their way out and onto this part of the road and go south.
Okay.
So, you guys are... Where is you? Oh, yeah, you're here. So, they start to go south, and then they make their way kind of this way. Make their way down to here, I would say. And you're holding on the whole time. You can see inside, as the drive is going, you can see these two are like the one guy, the dealer is yelling, and you can kind of hear some of the muffled like. No, actually, you wouldn't be able to because of all the fucking wind and shit.
I would say I'd only be able to hear anything when we're at a stop.
Exactly, yeah. And the
even
yelling,
then, it would probably be very muffled.
I was gonna say the yelling doesn't last for very long, and then they start talking. The muscle, if you will, is on the phone, talking to somebody else. As the dealer, on occasion he'll hit the steering wheel here and there. He's not very happy. As you eventually reach another location. Give me a moment.
This is reminding me of fucking last night. So when I was playing GameCube games, I got Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I have that for PS2.
Yeah.
I have that for PS2.
Except fuck the final boss though. It's
I've not ever gotten there, but yeah.
Yeah. There's a mission later in the game where you sneak into a military base, and the way you do it is you pick up a military truck and you just slam it over your head and you just walk inside. Yeah, you literally Flintstones. The fucking truck, and you hide and you go into the base. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Man, that fucking truck sure is tearing up the ground.
Yeah, so you come to a warehouse. I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, whatever. You come to a warehouse, and you see them get out of the car and quickly make their way inside.
Okay.
So you don't know where they are.
As they're going, can I like slip off and follow along so I could try to slip through the door behind them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you just do it. That's fine. So you make your
I'm
way.
effectively just walking.
Yeah, for sure. So you make your way inside with them. And let me
Oh, could you spawn a flag?
Yes.
On the main map.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I want to say it was like here.
It was here.
Okay.
So, here is...
Call it the wolf den.
Lobo's warehouse. House. House. There we go. Okay. So, you slip inside, and inside of this warehouse, you can see these shelves and such. They're not actually, like, full of shit, really. There's a few things here and there, but not, like, as packed. All of this processing equipment and all of that is not necessarily active, doesn't really have anything with it, but you do see people that are around.
I see Pal World pals assembling guns.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so let me where is the hold on. No, that's not it. Okay. There it is, clone. So you see that there are quite a few people in here. Quite a few people, again, nondescriptly dressed. If you ever see their neckline, you do see that same kind of neckerchief. And these two start to make their way pretty quickly towards this part of the building. They're fast walking, which you could keep up with if you wish.
Okay, I would like to.
Okay.
I would like to follow. I want to shadow this dealer.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you start making your way with them. They push through a bunch of different places. And there would be a couple of people in there. There would be, okay, you wouldn't know about that. And then
Wouldn't know about what? Oh God, he's big.
Well, yeah, that was. I just gotta resize him a little bit here.
I know.
Yeah. So
God, he's fucking huge, bro.
In here. And then a couple more. All right. So you follow them as they push their way into here. And it'd be right there. And the dealer, he says, where is my thing? Give me a moment so I can give you a name.
Steamed hams.
Steamed hams.
Name him Alpha Wolf.
No.
I mean, like a title. I mean.
No.
He says, Raul.
Ooh. How is that with a any not asterisks,
accent?
apostrophes?
Yeah. I think that's over the A, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Raul,
I don't actually know how to make that
Raul.
happen.
I think it is. But anyway, so he says, Raul, man, it went south, man.
Oh, that's the dealer. Okay.
No, he's saying that to this guy. Sorry, this
okay.
guy. Raul, man, it went south. I'm sorry. I didn't expect him to be an idiot, really. But and Raul's just kind of sitting, lounging a little bit in one of the chairs. He gets up and he comes over and he pats the dealer's shoulder. And he says, Diego, it's okay. We thought that it was a bit of a risk. It's all right. You did the best you could. He's just patting his shoulder, while another guy comes up behind him. But I did say, didn't I, that this was your last shot? I'm so sorry. As this guy pulls out a gun and just empties a single shot into this guy's head.
Holy.
Yeah.
The blood splatters out and onto Raul's face.
Ooh.
And he just smiles.
You know, actually, looking at him,
Yeah.
Can I tell if he's kindred?
Interesting idea. Why don't you?
I have Sense the Unseen and a Taste for Blood. I don't know if a Taste for Blood does anything.
The Taste for Blood lets you know resonances.
Okay, never mind.
Sense the Unseen will not. It would be Sense the Beast, but you do not have that.
Okay, is that in Auspex?
No, that is an animalism thing.
Ah, damn.
That's an Aiden thing, unfortunately for you.
Yeah.
But you can give me. Why don't you give me intelligence and insight to see if you can glean anything like that.
Okay, so that's gonna be just 4.
Two successes.
Only 2.
It will not be enough, unfortunately.
That is completely fine.
He's definitely. I mean, what you can tell is that this is not something that's new to him. And in fact, it's something that he was expecting to happen. And he's definitely pleased.
Actually, you know what? Since I can tell that, I want to just take a quick look at the carpeting. Is there a lot of bloodstains on the carpet?
Looking at the carpeting, Yeah, I would say there's a little bit of like you can see bits here and there that are
or
under
like,
the fresh blood.
Yeah, and portions of it where it's obvious that they cut up and like ripped out old bloodstained carpet, and replaced it with new.
Yes, I think that would be pretty
Looks
obvious.
obviously kind of patchy.
He points at Muscle, and he says, "Osvaldo." Let me write that for you. Osvaldo, you're now the leader of this crew. I hope that you don't disappoint me like Diego did. And Osvaldo, he's definitely a little shaken. You can see that for sure. But he just kind of nods quickly and says, "Yeah, Raul. Yeah, anything. Yeah, I won't fail you at all. I'll be so much better than Diego ever was." And he like Raul just gives a big grin at him and says, "Good. That's what we love to hear." And he kind of like waves his hand, and Osvaldo just kind of quickly exits the room.
And what I'd like to do as Osvaldo leaves, I would love to just slowly make my way closer to Raul and just,
for sure.
Kind of just lock onto him now that we lost Brogan.
Brogan.
What's up?
You
disconnected.
You disconnected from Tabletop Sim.
Oh, tabletop just crashed.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
you can still hear it.
Yeah, you'll hear it. Right. Okay. Just didn't want you to be completely gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
So you see Raul just look down at Diego's body, and he just sighs for a second and looks at the other two that are in the room with him and just says, "Clean this up." And he starts to make his way out.
Okay, I'm going to follow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. For the foreseeable future, you're just going to be following Raul?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, so if you move me, you move him, you can basically move me.
Yep. So he starts to tour a bit of the warehouse, and he kind of walks through here and there, and he just makes like small, polite conversation with each of the people around here. How's your family? How are you doing? Everything good today? And they're cordial, but they definitely are just trying to be respectful to him, He's walking through, he just walks around.
Oh, okay, so wait a minute.
Okay.
So when we're back here.
Okay. Yeah.
When we are back here, are there people who can see me?
Yes. That guy.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's good sight lines all throughout.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Because I'm having to deal with, not. Yeah.
So he's just walking through, talking to people. He just kind of does a full circuit. Like I said, these shelves aren't nearly as stacked, so there is sight lines.
Yeah, it's not payday shelves.
No,
it's like empty
it's not.
Shelves.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Can't put your head into the wall to make everybody not see you. That's unfortunately you can't do that. And eventually he makes his way back this way. The body is gone, and only one of the other guys is in here. As he just kind of pats his shoulder, and just kind of takes a seat, and starts to go on his phone for some stuff. Which, looking over.
Yeah, I'd love to look over his shoulder.
Yeah, looking over his shoulder. He's texting a group chat.
Ooh, I get to leak the DMs.
Yeah.
Receipts.
He's texting.
Also,
a group
I'm
chat.
so sad that you didn't have him play Egg Inc. for a little bit there.
No. He's texting a group chat. And he's texting a number that doesn't have a name associated with it. And he's saying Diego wasn't able to secure payment. He has been taken care of. And he just kind of is waiting for a reply, and eventually comes through. And it says, "Unfortunate to hear, but was the target taken out?" And he replies, yes. And then he gets his response of, good work. And he just kind of nods to it and pockets his phone, and just kind of says to the other guy, well, I think I'm off.
Also,
yeah.
I would love to, could you supply me with just a phone number, basically?
Oh yeah, you can have the phone number. Yeah. That's
so
fine.
we're gonna make it 062
Yep.
3766.
It's a Japanese phone number. Wow.
Is it?
Actually no, you started with 0, so that would, if you started the area code with 0, it would be Japanese.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was just giving myself a random number.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's you got the number.
Okay.
And he just kind of says, I think I'm off. Let's get out of here. And this guy is now going to join as they exit this way.
Mm-hmm.
And go out towards a different car. And they get in. Do you do the same thing?
I do the same thing.
Okay. I won't make you roll for it again.
Okay.
This time around, because you've done this enough, I feel.
I've done it once. Once is fine.
Exactly.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah.
It isn't.
So he makes his way, actually out towards this area.
Ooh.
To a different kind of smaller, apartment building.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I'm having to make you cycle through so many maps.
No, you're okay. He and the other guy exit the car together and go inside.
I follow.
Okay. Hold on. We'll for now, at least at the moment, you're just inside of a smaller apartment. It's probably like a 2-bedroom apartment, but
okay.
not too lavish, I would say. It's very it's definitely more of a place for him, and when you get inside with both of them, you would see that there's like 3 other people who are also in here.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, he's just got a lot of people, and give me a wits awareness if you would.
Okay. Okay, that's 4.
Okay.
Only
have the
one. Yikes.
In which case, yeah, you enter the apartment and you see these people that are there, but that's kind of it. The place is furnished enough for a couple of people to live comfortably in here, but you can see that these other people are definitely just joining for whatever reason. So in total, you have 5 that are there. And Raul just kind of starts to wind down his night, really. And I would say that this whole trip and everything that you've done, in total, the night is kind of getting closer to ending. But yeah, you still have a couple of hours, a few hours, in fact, I would say, to still do stuff. And so while you're there, you think about
what time is it anyway?
I would say we're getting closer to like, I would say it's like 1 a.m. or so at this point.
Okay.
And you got like 4 or 5 more hours, I think, to work with. But I think that's where you're at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Before, so Nikolas, are you going to be doing anything else when you return home? Is the question.
Depends on who's home when I get there.
No one is home when you get there. It's Gale, actually. Gale is the only one who is home sleeping.
He's asleep. Okay.
Yeah, he's sleeping at home.
Thank God. Social interaction unnecessary.
Actually, that's not true. It's not just him. Daigo's also there.
Yeah.
The ghost is sitting on the couch. You know what? We're moving over to that.
Okay.
Let me just move over to that. because potentially you might want to speak with Daigo. I'm not sure.
I really have nothing connected to Daigo right now.
Well, there was that one thing that you did want to do, which was create kind of like an offering to the ghost. You could still do that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Bulgarian ritual. I sent that to you, right?
I think it was just bread and honey that you gave, like, you put out for the ghost. I don't think you sent it to me. You just said it in the call.
Gotcha. Yeah. If it was just bread and honey, did we ever end up? We ended up buying that, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Then, unfortunately, I think he's more concerned with other things right now.
Okay. Well, the only thing that I would say is that Daigo is sitting on the couch that you usually sleep on.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to the bed right away.
Okay.
While nobody else is home.
Yeah.
I am going to be rummaging through our fake food stores.
Sure.
And Adam, do you have, again, just for that facade of humanity, would you have like acetaminophen, ibuprofen, Tylenol, anything
I think
like
so.
that?
That makes sense to me.
I think I'm gonna be finding a pack of some kind, backpack, suitcase, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm filling it up.
So you're doing that.
How
and
rude.
actually, in that case, then, Daigo does move towards you, and he starts watching what you're doing. He's watching you do this. You can see him, and he's saying things, but you don't understand.
That's really uncomfortable, but I'm too focused on my job, as it were.
You know, during the drug deal, I was like, damn, if only I had Daigo with me.
Yep.
And now I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, he's definitely like gesticulating here and there that you can see, but yeah, if you're too focused, you're just getting the shit. Absolutely.
Maybe it's rude, but Nikolas has one thing on his mind right now, and it's this camp.
Okay. So you gather up all the stuff, and do you just leave?
Yeah. No, because I told him I'd be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna hide it under the couch.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll fill a pack and then, yeah, put the pack under the couch.
Yeah. When you do that, I mean, Daigo's still there. You can still see him. And to you, he does, like, he stands out a bit more than he used to. You used to be able to see through him quite easily. Like, he was there, but, like, now he's harder to see through, if that makes sense. It's more like stained glass in a way than it is like regular glass.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's gonna look to Daigo, Nikolas. Is he still on the couch, or has he been following me around?
He's been following you around, and he's definitely talking to you, for sure, but...
After I put the bag under the couch, Nikolas is gonna sort of look to Daigo and say, I do apologize. I do not speak your language. When Adam get home, please do not tell. And I'll point under the couch.
Okay. Why don't you give me... Ooh. This would be... Oh, it's gonna be a manipulation. And...
Subterfuge?
Yeah, I think that's perfect for this. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be harder to do. It's gonna be harder to do for sure because he doesn't necessarily understand you. So it's gonna be a higher DC, but
that's okay. I've got manipulation.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll willpower.
Okay.
Holy shit.
God, it doesn't matter what system it is. My luck.
You just I cannot roll. Yeah.
Colungo lives on.
Oh.
Wow.
Imagine missing 9 50-50s in a row. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
Don't play Warhammer.
I've tried.
Except for that other.
For 3 hours.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, and you won.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Alejo won. I got second.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
I can't. I guess it recharges every session. I might as well use it again.
Yeah, if you want to.
Go for it.
Fuck it. Even one success. I'll take one success. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, 2.
Okay.
2.
That's better.
2.
Jesus, I'm
Damn it,
looking at
I'm
the
so
odds
sad.
of 9 50-50s.
I was
Also,
really hoping it
You
would
got you got 2 successes.
This for the meme.
You're not entirely sure if you've gotten through to him, obviously. But he watches you gesture to the bag, and he watches you, and he says something, but you don't really know what he's saying. He kind of he stops talking to you, since it's clearly not really working out in this way. And let's see something.
It was a 1 in 500 chance, by the way.
Wow.
Nice.
He
Well,
approaches.
surely that means that the rest of the night will be filled with nothing but good rolls.
Right.
Sure.
He approaches you, and he kind of like, he offers a hand. The hand that isn't completely destroyed.
Right, like in a handshake?
He just kind of offers it. It's not really in necessarily a handshake or anything. It's just kind of out towards you.
Like sort of limp and like fingers down?
I would say palm out to you.
Okay. Like almost like he's asking for something?
No, sorry, not palm out that way, like up. Palm out towards you. Yeah.
Almost like a high five if it was up more.
But like, yeah, but like at his, arm
Right.
level, like kind of towards your chest.
I'll sort of like look around for a minute awkwardly, and then Nikolas will just reach forward to like place palm to palm.
Okay.
Like in Nikolas's eyes, this is just like him saying like, okay, I won't tell them.
Okay. Okay. Please.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Why don't you give me a... I want a resolve
Oh.
and...
What about academics banking?
Unfortunately, no, it's going to be a resolve. You don't have the skill for this, so it's just resolve, I would say.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have the other skill. That's not good.
No.
I might turn into a ghost. Let's see what happens.
That'd be funny.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be funny.
That'd be funny.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. You feel cold. You feel his hand is cold as it touches yours and kind of goes through.
Like beyond my without blush of life,
yeah,
I feel
you
cold.
feel cold for a second. And there's like a moment that you just kind of feel this vague feeling, that kind of enters your mind as well. You feel that cold. It's the like a chilling touch of death, really. And then yeah, it's like something is trying to enter your mind, but you can't place it. It doesn't grasp any kind of concept. And then he kind of puts his hand down, and he's looking at you.
So like my hand wasn't cold, I was cold?
Your hand, like, it went through your body in a way,
Interesting.
Yeah.
You make me feel. I do not feel normally anymore. But you cannot talk, no. At least not to me.
He's like watching you. He he's trying to like he's like looking around a bit. He's trying to do something. He's definitely like you can give me a wits insight or intelligence insight you want.
Okay, that's 5. Oh, it's just unsuccess that one.
I would say that that's still a success. That's okay.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
It's the way the dice fall.
Sure. So, yeah, he's really trying to communicate with you. You can tell that. He's trying as desperately as he can. It's beyond it's more like, yeah, it's kind of desperate in a way. He's really trying to do something, and he's looking around and he's looking for something, some way, and you can tell that he's frustrated. Even through that horrific visage. But he's not having any luck.
I apologize. I don't know what you want to say. I understand the struggle when I learn English. First time, it's very upsetting. But I don't know. Maybe when Adam comes home, he can help.
You can see that he sighs, but it's a silent kind of thing. And he kind of just floats to the couch and just kind of sits again.
It's my fucking couch.
Yep.
Like,
Where's it go? So you can still sit there.
That's right.
I know. I can't
What are
help
you,
it.
wifist?
Yes, I've got enough problems. Listen, I'm sorry. This is Adam's companion. Let me worry about Gale. What the fuck is this shit?
Hey, you don't want anything to do with Gale. Come on.
True, I don't. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna see if I can rustle up some food. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh fuck! I never went back to the casino.
Nope. You left.
I think even Nikolas forgot.
Yep.
100%.
That's fine. I thought it fit, really.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got enough on his mind.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna turn the TV on.
Okay.
And I think it's 100% just noise and something to zone out to. I'm going to walk over to Adam's DVD collection and just pull out a random one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Hot Fuzz.
There you go. It's Hot Fuzz.
Hold on. Can I get a random movie generator?
Ooh.
Oh, fine.
Random movie generator. Boom. I click. Randomize. It's apparently War on Everyone with Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
No clue what that is.
I
never heard of
no
it.
idea.
Got a 50 out of 100
There you go.
from 2016.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Start watching that.
It's a crime comedy.
Oh,
Neat.
sure.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like something I might actually have.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It sounds like the most like milk toast. Like that sure is a movie.
Yeah,
I've ever
right.
heard.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
movie.
honestly, considering my character is /was a lawyer, and I'm trying to maintain the facade of humanity.
Yeah.
That feels like something I would have.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Then you just put that on for background noise, and
I guess I just sit down next to Daigo.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Is Daigo watching it with me?
Yeah. He's just kind of there. He's paying attention to it. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
yeah,
turning.
so-
He sits there, turns his head exactly to you, and just stares at you.
Watches you only. Yeah. No.
Oh god. It sounds like me and Daigo ironically are in like the same headspace of like
Kind
there's
of,
a million things
yeah.
going on in my head and I have no one to talk to about it.
Right.
I'm just gonna stare.
Yep.
I think it's called disassociation.
A little bit. Yeah. You're having a time for sure. Then yeah, while that's happening, you're sitting there just zoning out. We go back over to Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're here in this space, in this small apartment building with a bunch of people that are just kind of walking around, or sitting, or just watching TV, you know, just occupying themselves with their time. As Raul just is also like getting food, he's sitting with the others, he's kind of joking with them here and there, like just talking to them. That's kind of it.
So now this is a 1-bedroom apartment, you said, or like two? Okay. So being in the apartment, does it appear as though these other people have set up their own like sleeping spaces and stuff?
I think as you continue watching, you would notice that they take shifts. They take shifts in the other bedroom. Like they do not go to one of the bedrooms.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well then what I would like to do is I want to wait until Raul goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna follow him in there.
So he doesn't go to his bedroom. Like it takes if you're gonna wait, he's not going there for a while.
Okay.
It will threaten to be morning before he goes into there.
Hmm.
And that might just be the point where you maybe have like that inkling of, oh, he's staying up, you know? Like it's a couple hours before morning, before he and he's still like not going to bed.
Hmm. Okay. Does everybody appear to be armed?
Yes.
Okay.
Like some of them even have like actual rifles that are, put in places like that are strategic.
Okay.
Oh, and you would probably get names as well while they're just joking around. So you would probably get like, let me see. I need more names for this. Actually, I've run out of a few names that would fit here. So give me a moment.
Yep.
I'll get the names to you. Actually,
okay, that's
they're
fine.
not
Yeah,
like
you can
super
just send them to
important
me, and
right
I can
now.
put them in later. Okay, so then, if he's not going to be going to sleep anytime soon, and everybody's sticking around, wait a minute. Okay. So now are we in an apartment room or in an apartment complex or anything like that?
Like a complex, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if I chose to pull the fire alarm, they wouldn't immediately assume that one of them did it.
Maybe. Yeah. You don't know who else lives here. You don't know their relation to anybody who else lives here, so.
But there are multiple other people in this complex.
As far as you're aware, yes.
Okay. So then what I would like to do, is there a might not be in, well, I don't know. I've never been in an lived in an apartment before. Do they have like fire alarms in the rooms?
Yes.
Well, actually, it depends.
I was gonna say
my fire alarm was out in the hallway.
Yeah.
There's also one in each apartment. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it depends on the complex. I don't know if this one is necessarily a complex like that. It's like a row of housing, where each one is its own house, quote unquote, and it's a complex of them.
Damn it. Okay.
But yeah.
Because I was really hoping it was like, oh man, there are other people that live here, and if I pull the fire alarm, they would assume that, oh shit, none of us pulled it. Somebody else must have pulled a fire alarm, and it's triggering for the whole building.
I get you, but I don't think that that's the case this time around, unfortunately.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the time with fire alarms, people wouldn't assume someone pulled it. They would assume it was triggered.
Yes. Yeah, usually.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. Okay. Well, then I think I'm going to try to find an opportunity to slip out and leave.
Okay, yeah. I think there would definitely be a point where you could just slip out as somebody goes out to, like, take a smoke break, basically. Yeah, easily.
Okay.
So you get out of there. You're a ways away. It would take you a while to get back by walking, but...
Well, now I think I could at least toss in occasional jogging, because now I'm not trying to be invisible.
Fine. Yeah, you're fine.
So
you could make it back to your territory, but now you know at least this place. You know a bunch of people,
I know
their names.
these two places, and
you also have
a number.
You also have license plates as well.
Yes, I've got license plates. I've got descriptions. I've got info.
You do have a lot of info. Yes.
And knowledge is power.
Yes, very true. Very true.
But I'm hungry, and I wanted to kill him really badly.
Yeah, so
I was just waiting for an opportunity to slip into his room while he's sleeping.
That's the problem with a high-end person. They usually have a lot of people with them.
Yeah, that's true. Although it even seems like he's not even the highest, so.
So yeah, you eventually make your way back to your apartment. At the tail end of the credits of a movie
that I've probably never seen before.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you...
Oh, God, you're one of those people who just buys movies and never watches them, just on the shelf.
Well, since I'm a vampire trying to look like a human, yes.
For a few different things. Like, he's probably watched a few of them, but that might be one that he's never seen, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you make it there, and yeah, Aiden's not back yet. Damn.
No.
Because this would be a good point to actually move on to Davis, because the night is pretty close to being over for you guys.
Yeah. Well, when I come into the the building, does Daigo say anything? Or does he do anything with me?
Let me think.
Don't be a narc, Daigo.
Let me think. Let me actually do this. This will work best.
Okay.
No, actually, you when you enter, you just see kind of Daigo is just zoned out, you know, on the couch. He's not really paying attention to anything, and you would notice that he does seem like a little fainter than he did when he became more real to you. He kind of has, but like he's not like back to what he was, you know. It's just a little bit more faint. It's something you would notice. And he doesn't seem to be like present at this moment. Very much like Nikolas. It's just been watching the movie and maybe be zoned out and such. I don't know. Like not really watching, but just having it there to just be something. Yeah, that's kind of so you kind of come home to that.
Yeah. Well, okay, so then I think what I'm gonna do, could I get like could I roll something and either insight or etiquette to kind of realize that, like, yeah, they're kind of, I should leave them alone?
Yeah, you can give me
or can I just tell that?
You can, so you might be able to tell more, but you can tell at least that right now. Why don't you give me, let's go with intelligence and insight. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, intelligence and awareness would work as well.
Okay.
Because that's a bit more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it makes more sense, I think. 2 successes. Okay.
Yeah, just 2. Okay.
From what you can glean, at least from your previous conversation with Daigo, you have a bit more awareness in that regard of he's probably still just kind of processing, right? He's taking that time that he needs. And through that, you also kind of can see a similarity between him and Nikolas, I think.
Yeah, Nikolas is not giving you much.
Yeah, he's it's weird that they're in the same state in a way. You have no idea how that happened, but definitely that is happening right now. So yeah, I think you kind of get that inkling of, yeah, they probably, it might not be worthwhile to talk to them at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I think I'll just I'll look at them, and then I'll just kind of shrug a little bit, and then I'm gonna head into my room, and I'm actually gonna I'd like to call Mia.
Okay. Yeah. She picks up, says, "Very late in the evening. What can I do for you?"
Yeah, sorry about that. I was doing some stalking.
As you are wont to do.
Observing the wolf pack.
Oh.
So I got a question for you. Can you dig into a phone number for me?
Yeah.
Or have maybe
I can have
Dupois.
Yeah, I can have
Dupuis, sorry.
Dupuis, yeah. I can have him
Dupois.
Indeed. Yeah. I can have him look into something for you if you need.
Yeah. So I was going out for a drink, stumbled on a El Lobos deal, and it went south. But I was able to hitch a ride and find a pair of an outpost and then a potentially a lieutenant's apartment.
Mm.
And while he was in his warehouse, he texted a number, and I'd love to see what that leads to. Provide the number.
Yeah. She says, got it.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
And then,
any luck on what we discussed before?
no. Since I kind of got wrapped up in that, I had intended to take a trip to see Jack, but nothing yet. It'll probably have to be tomorrow night.
She give me a wits insight.
Okay. Whoops. Put my sheet down. Wits inside. Ooh, only 3. One.
She says, indeed. Well, I look forward to hearing about it tomorrow then.
Apologies. And then I'll hang up.
Yep. She hangs up before you hang up.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. Aiden, you're back?
I am.
Well then, we move over to
Oh, wait.
Davis.
Oh,
Davis.
boys are back in town.
Oh
boys.
my god.
To kill you.
That's right. Davis, you accompany Glitch and Thorn and Apollo as they drive back. Foosball table in hand.
Yeah, dude.
Back to...
It's gonna be great. We're gonna get promoted to like lieutenants and shit.
You're really about to make me fucking phase shift from Nikolas to Glitch?
No, absolutely not. No, you're fine. Absolutely.
What, you're telling me you can't go from sympathetic homeless man on the up and up to a fucking technophile serial killer?
I can, but it does emotional damage to myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually you make your way back to the what is it called? The Spanish Trail Private Country Club. As the Apollo actually accompanies you while he has Thorn take the truck and Glitch away to go and install the foosball table at their own place.
Yo.
Because that's really what Thorn wants to do. Oh, for sure. He doesn't need to report. He's not a head guy. He's part of this little crew. And Glitch doesn't need to talk to Sebastian necessarily. You know, I assume Glitch would want to go and review the footage. Really.
You mean to tell me that I don't even get access to the loot from my a heist that I was a part of?
Well,
no,
I mean,
newbie. Why would you?
You could if you joined them potentially. I mean, but anyway.
Vampires can have multiple coteries.
Exactly. So, Apollo leads you into the country club.
I'll be right back.
And you see Sebastian is he's in talks with somebody else. He's definitely looking dirtier. It looks like he's been out in the Badlands at least, because you can see he's covered in some dirt through his clothing. But he looks like he wears it proudly, you know? He's very much very smiley and everything as he looks over to you and says, "Ah, you're back."
Now just as a question,
yeah.
Is my clothes still like covered with blood? Do I have blood all over like my mouth and chin and stuff?
You
or at
not
least dry blood?
No, that was all thin blood, in fact, as far as I'm aware. So it should be gone.
Oh yeah, so it all disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your clothes are, you've regained your sense of self while the car ride over, so you're fine mentally in a way. But yeah.
All right. What does Sebastian say?
He said, "Oh, good, you're back." As he kind of looks at you with this wolfish grin. And he kind of gestures over to the both of you very excitedly. Come, tell me how the hunt went.
I'm back and they're dead. What's more to say?
He sighs as he looks over at Apollo. You rubbed off on him. He's not giving any details. Apollo.
That's because Aiden's eating pizza rolls.
Oh yeah. And Apollo just kind of nods and says, "That's good, I think."
I think Glitch got a few clips.
Of course he did. But I'd like to hear the tale before I see it. Fine.
Okay. I went in, and much to my shame, I started off by using guns. While the beast inside me was fighting against the usage of these toys. I got a few shots off, but wasn't having the success that I thought I would have normally. I was in the military, but not really active service or anything.
Sure.
So eventually, I got tired of shooting and missing. And I threw the gun away, and I ripped the throat out of a couple Thin Bloods.
His eyes are alight.
I was hunting around for more people who I could give the old chomp to. When I heard some cops were coming, and then that was when what was his name?
Who's?
Sorry.
Apollo?
Apollo, yes. And that was when Apollo appeared, told him that I heard cops coming, and we beat feet out of there. Got a foosball table out of it, too.
He's just cackling as you finish your story. Let me look at something really quick. Oh, for the message that you sent me, that's fine. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's grinning from ear to ear, really, as he comes over and kind of puts his hands on your shoulders, and he said, "And you felt it, right? You felt alive."
Oh yeah, no, more than I ever did while I was actually alive.
Good. And you see even Apollo himself has a slight smile. Very slight.
No, I'll be honest. Hunting is hungry work. I might have to go out hunting later.
Oh, fair. Yes. They didn't have any
Thin Bloods aren't worth drinking. Well, you know this.
Yes, of course. You don't want to swill trash. Of course not. It would taint the blood. Ugh.
Exactly.
Yes, of course. Good. Well, yeah.
When's my next assignment?
Well, you did so well. I perhaps you could do it again soon enough. Yes. If I have more things for you to do, I will have to get more reports and such. But yes. Perhaps one day you could even come out onto a real hunt, if you prove yourself enough. Of course.
Hunting dogs?
Catching them, indeed.
Indeed.
And he is so manic, really, in this moment. He's definitely extremely high on his life at the moment. So you can see he's he's hunched, he's looking in your eyes, he's just very manic is the best word for it, I think. Yeah. Really. And he says, yes, good.
I'm not saying my next assignment catching dogs or anything. But I do eventually want to take part in one.
Yes. Rare they are, but that means that you have time to grow, young pup. He kind
Time
of
to
like
prepare.
he
Yeah.
kind of pats your shoulders again. Good. Well, I'm glad you're here for it. Indeed. I will be in touch, of course. Here, do you have a phone that I can give you a number for?
Sure. I will take out my phone and open up the contacts. And what number?
Good. He gives you the number.
All right.
Good.
To whom does this number belong?
Oh, you can just put it as you can put it as oh, it really doesn't matter, but call it whatever you wish. You have to be careful, of course. I mean, you don't need to be spreading that number around, right?
Yes. I understand that, but like, who am I contacting?
It will be one of us.
Okay.
Don't worry. I wouldn't throw you out to the wolves per se. Come now.
Give me a few years and maybe
I'm
you'll
just
be
waiting
able
for him
to.
to say doggone it.
Shut up. But he's like, yes, you have time, of course you have time. Nothing yet on any interlopers. But maybe soon.
Hopefully.
And Apollo is just he goes and he sits kind of somewhere in the establishment, and he Sebastian he kind of addresses the other person who's in the room, who is another lean, kind of very messy haired woman who is here, and he says, let's see, where is this? He says, I think I already used that one. Yes, okay, there we go. Naomi, this is the one that I was talking about. And
Davis will nod his head.
She sizes you up for a second, and just says, yes, well, I'm sure you've taken a liking to him. Perhaps he will be useful in the coming years, but he is fresh, as you said. There's plenty of time for him to fail. And Sebastian just says, no. I feel that this one has potential. Very much so. A fresh mind that will learn quickly.
Can I do like, is there anything like an insight or anything? I want to know if Sebastian's just trying to gas me up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can give me,
oh, there is insight.
Yeah, give me insight and wits.
Wits insight.
Yes.
4 or 5. I am at. Ooh, I'm a hungry boy. I'm only at 2 or 5.
Okay, 2 successes. Okay. You could willpower to reroll those 2 if you wish. It's up to you.
I'm on only 1 willpower. I think I'll not.
Okay. Well, you should have a little bit more from your resolve this evening, technically. Or well, no, we'll say that you're still on that because this is technically the same night and everything, and yeah, I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
the goal has not been accomplished yet.
Yes. So as far as you can tell, yeah, he's very genuine about it. It's harder to tell because of this personality shift, you know?
Yeah.
He's harder to read in that kind of sense. So it seems, but it also seems like he's more earnest in this kind of way. And for her, you would also kind of notice that she is not disdainful of you, but definitely doesn't think much of you. for sure.
Mm.
If that wasn't obvious to begin with.
Yeah, that is more or less what I figured.
Exactly. But you get more of that kind of confirmation. She's not hiding it. And he says, well, good. You can, of course, come and go as you please. If you wish to stay here for a while, you can, but I have other business that I need to attend to. So the sun will come in a few hours, so do be careful, though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go slake my thirst.
Yes, of course. Enjoy the hunt.
On the
Yes,
cat in the room.
Yeah, really.
Have a wonderful rest of your evenings.
Yes, you too. The Naomi just kind of nods.
All right, and I will fuck off from the Spanish Trail.
Okay. Yeah.
And you've got a car, right? Currently.
No. He took the bus.
Oh,
yes.
So wait, did no one take the car?
No one took the car.
No, I don't know how to drive
whoops.
it.
Yeah. No one took the car.
I could have sworn Aiden had the car. That was my bad.
No, not this time around.
All bus lines run right up to the country club.
Oh yeah.
It's a little ways away, but actually it is pretty close.
Shit, really?
Yeah, it's not that far off.
Huh.
Public transport in bigger cities is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway. So you leave the country club. Would you like to go anywhere specific to potentially hunt, or?
Would I have time to go back up to the house, grab the car, and go to Late Night Trailhead?
Not to go to the Late Night Trailhead, no. You could go to a park potentially, but not so far out of town, I would say.
Yeah. Could I go up to Angel Park?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make it there.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give me, just to hunt some stuff.
Really quick,
Yeah.
also, because this is now going to be relevant.
Yeah.
Upping my skills takes 3 times the cost of the new level.
3
have
times the level of it, yeah.
Yeah. I have 3 now, so moving to my 4th level would cost me 12 experience, which I just so happen to have.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with me spending all 12 of my experience to up my survival hunting?
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely, if you want to. Yeah.
I feel that is a bit more in keeping with how this character is developing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. Please do write that in. And you absolutely can. Let me get my thing here so I can keep track.
2, 8, 25.
No.
There we go. And then I shall also send a copy to you.
Thank you.
Alejo.
Thank you. Very, very, very appreciated.
Of course. I'm definitely not doing this so that I have
a backup.
My own backup.
Yes, of course. Okay, yeah. So you make it out to that park, and I would love for you to give me now a wits plus survival hunting.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That's a total of 8 dice.
Yes.
Oh, it's the biggest roll yet. I think.
I think we've gotten 8 once before. I can't
okay.
remember what. But
yeah, because
yes.
the 8 hasn't come into play too often.
Not
yet.
really, no.
What? There we go.
Okay. 4 successes. Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a 1.
Oops. The way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I know.
I look at it from this side.
Me too. But yeah, I think it's easy enough for you to find something to slake your thirst on, whatever it might be that lives in this park. Up to you what it is.
Let's go for a fox.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You find a small fox den that you kind of track this fox back to, and you get it and reach in and just take it out and sink your teeth deep into it and drain it.
Can I specify that like I reach in and like grab it by like the tail?
Yeah.
And as it's like reaching around and like biting and gnawing on my arm as I like drag it out.
Sure.
I just like watch it like chew on my arm for a bit before smiling to myself, grabbing it by like the scruff of the base of its skull and like its shoulder area basically, and then like drain it dry.
Yeah, for sure. Discarding it back into its den, maybe. For sure.
Maybe like kick some dirt into the hole.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. And yeah, you're back to 1 hunger. Absolutely.
Delicious.
Very good. Very good. And then I assume you make your way home.
I do.
Yeah. So you arrive home. It's near to daytime. I think each of you are feeling that lull of torpor approaching.
A little bit.
Daigo does kind of move away from the couch. He's just kind of going, wherever he goes. You don't necessarily know how he spends his mornings. But I think Davis, unless you have anything you want to say to Nikolas, you can kind of tell that he's really just kind of bedding down at this point. Yeah. And Adam is kind of in his own room. You can hear the movements, but you don't see him. Gale is in your room. So, when you walk into it, you see a sleeping man that is there. You don't necessarily have to sleep on a bed or anything. You are a vampire. You could just lay down on the ground if you wanted to.
Aiden's a vampire.
But your raccoon, of course, is here. He is happy to see you, for sure. And he's just,
I'll give him a couple pats and set out some peanuts for the crows as well as him.
For sure. Happily eats and chomps and just hangs with you.
Munch.
And then, I suppose you bed down yourself to go into torpor. Unless you have anything else that you wish to do.
I just wanted to wrap up my loose ends, which I have done.
Okay. And all of you, unless there's anything else, of course, you bed down for your morning, and we move through the night into the day, whatever happens that day, and we will come back to the 5th of September.
Ooh, finished a day. That was the longest day, like,
so far.
Session. That was 3 sessions, I think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Cool. Well,
very fun.
I think, in this moment, I think that you guys went off and did some stuff. Aiden, you've already gotten your experience from your kind of session, and I think the both of you, Nikolas and Adam, I think you did things that are pretty equal in that kind of thing. So I actually think that you two are also going to gain 3 experience.
Oh, 12.
Yes.
I feel like I haven't earned it, but I'll take it.
Dude, you did so much scouting. You watched a man die. You have so much more information. I think you've earned it. I think you have.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think everybody's earned those 3.
If I can spend an entire campaign as a scout and still contribute to the group, you can scout for a session and earn your experience.
Exactly. I think it's totally fine. So, let's think about. Let's see. So, I think. Let me look at these. Adam, you did not do your thing.
Oh, fuck, I didn't either.
And no, you did not either, so you will not heal that additional, but next time we come around, I'll make sure that you guys heal your superficials, and make sure to tell you.
Oh, so I'm actually fine, because my resolve is correct.
Okay.
I stopped using my willpower rerolls once I reached 3, so I'll be okay.
Okay, cool.
Same. Yeah, I spent 3, and I've got 3 resolves.
Absolutely. So. Very good. Okay. So we'll come back to that. We'll come back to the next night, and who knows what new horrors await you. Anything additional that you that we have comments, questions, concerns, anything?
22nd is the goal for the next game.
Yes. I want to say that's 2 weeks from now.
It is, yeah.
Oh, then yes.
I have a calendar.
Yeah.
I got a calendar.
Oh, very good.
I write things on it so I don't forget.
Very good, very good. Yes, that's the
Great
that's the
session.
Thank you.
Great
session.
Thank you.
Why, Nikolas? Every time I play him, it somehow gets worse.
I love it. I'm so happy.
I do it to myself.
You
Like,
do.
I can only blame myself.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can also blame you. I choose to.
Do as much blame as you need. I only work with what you give me.
So when you're increasing skills and stuff,
yes,
you can increase your skills, your attributes, and your disciplines. Are skills and attributes the same cost?
No.
No. Attributes is 5 times the new level,
Yes.
and skills is 3 times the new level.
Yes.
Yeah. And then is that the same with disciplines?
Disciplines.
Disciplines are
for your
7?
clan discipline, it's 5 per new level.
That's 5.
And for any other discipline that isn't your clan discipline, it's 7.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go outside of it, you could, but it would be very costly. And
when you upgrade it, you get a new power, right?
Yes, and I would require a scene at least to show how you get that resonance for that power.
Like, or I specifically track down a guy with choleric or the other one.
Yes, exactly. Whatever it would link to. Yes.
Okay.
Which we could do next time if you do want to up your
No,
discipline.
you don't understand. The squirrel was very depressed.
Unfortunately, you can only get animalism and protein from animal blood. But yes. So, and even then, it would probably be a bigger one for you if you wanted to go in any of those. You'd have to actually do a pretty proper hunt for something big.
Yeah, for that level of upgrade.
But yeah, so are you thinking of increasing anything there, Boo? Or
well, looking at my stuff, I don't have the amount that I need for really anything other than stamina.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about my skills right now.
Yeah,
because I'm having a hard time.
Now, you remember there's also the specialties that you could get of like or more merits advantages, if you will.
That is true.
Those do not cost more like the advantages and such are just flat 3s, I think. Yes, every dot is just flat 3, and the specialty is just a flat 3 that could apply to any situation. If you put it into something, right? You can even put it into skills that you don't have a point in, I think. So you could just get a bonus die to that if it ever applies. So that's another option, of course. But you know, don't rush it. You know, take some time to think about it if you need it, obviously.
Yeah, because I'm just not really sure right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. I'm sitting here treating my experience like elixirs in a goddamn RPG. Like, I don't want to spend it. What if I need it later?
I know. I'm willing to spend it, but right now I'm so.
Where do you want to go with the character? Yeah, I get you.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I'm 100% with you. I get it.
So I think what I might do is I might get a specialty.
Okay.
I think I'll put a specialty into melee for like assassination, basically, for my needle.
Okay. Yeah.
Or I could just do needle.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just do a specialty of needle. That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work just fine. That way it applies to more than just like it. Whatever you use it for, really. That's fine. If I ever need a roll for you with the needle.
Yeah. Okay. So that's total. So that should be 12.
Yes. And then I believe you've now spent 9.
6.
Oh yeah, 6 because of the that's true.
Because of the refund.
Yes. Spent. Okay. Cool. All right, then I guess that's everything, boys. We did it.
We did it. We masqueraded as vampires.
Indeed. I'm very happy to have.
It's fun.
It is.
I like this game.
Good. I love this game. I'm glad.
It's really, really cool.